Samino, what's cooking?
We're in the kitchen. I know that much.
Apparently. I like that you
cleaned up.
redid the tiles for once
nice.
in your life.
I told
Thank you.
It's good backsplash.
Listen, it's true what they say. A cookie a day keeps the winter blues away. And this year we're getting in on the holiday madness very early.
Maybe 2 a day. Joining us this morning with the perfect cookie recipes to whip up this season from his new holiday cookies cookbook is founder and editor-in-chief of Bake From Scratch magazine, Brian Hart Hoffman. Welcome, Brian.
Hi, good morning.
Good
and you did
morning.
bring cookies. We love you even more.
Cookies, I'm a
the
sucker
book.
for a cookbook of any persuasion, cookies especially.
And, you know, holiday is not the only time to bake cookies. Let's
Right.
be honest,
Let's be
right?
honest, right.
But it is the, epic cookie baking season of the year.
But are we getting in on this too early? Is there
Never.
Too,
I
knew he was
thank
gonna
you.
say that.
I agree
Too
with
early.
him 100%.
August is fine for Christmas cookies.
See?
Yeah.
Christmas in July, anyone?
There you
Yes,
go.
exactly.
Whenever you have the craving, right?
But also the editors and the people that put together these periodicals, they're testing when it's hot out. You guys are doing like gingerbread
We do.
cookies.
So in March and April, we're eating holiday food. And then in holiday time, it's pina colada and stuff for the summer.
Fantastic. I like
So
it.
the holiday's perfect time to get the family together to do things, get the kids involved. Why not make cookies? So
It is actually such a great activity for kids and families. You just have to have a little bit of info on the front end. So for any of the adults and parents watching, measure things out for the kids. Give them tasks like you're going to pour this in the bowl. You're going to do a few things. But if there's a mixer involved or any equipment, that's the adult job.
That's the adult job.
Yeah, manage expectations.
Right.
To digress for a second, I heard a story you were told once that when you were very young and you baked a cake for your mom and her friends, and it called for baking soda. He said it was hard to pour the 1 tablespoon of Coca-Cola. Soda was soda, right?
You
It
put
was
it-
soda.
you put
I did.
cola.
Well, I was 8 years old. I had never heard of baking
that's
soda,
hilarious.
and the recipe said soda. So I went and tried to
bless
pour a
you.
3-liter into a teaspoon.
Bless your heart.
You're doing much better. You're doing much better now,
doing-
following
you're
instructions.
doing-
See, yeah, there's your building blocks, and you learn from there.
I love this. We both have children. Yours are much older. Mine are 16 and 13. And I think one of the best times I've ever had
It's in the kitchen.
is in the kitchen with my kids. Yeah, and it's true. Manage your expectations. I want them to be perfect, and I'm like, you know what? They're having fun.
And I have to tell you, I don't have children, so it's a little hard for Uncle Buzz to
Yeah.
let go of the control. I like things to look perfect, and then I thought, have fun.
Just have
the
fun.
kids are having fun. Like, why? It doesn't have to be the perfect
Right.
cookie every single time.
Are you a Virgo?
No, Taurus.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
There you go.
You like everything perfect. I bet you have a Virgo rising. Okay, enough about astrology.
You brought some cookies.
I did bring
Let's get to the
cookies, and
goods.
they're in a container because I think we put them on plates and make them look beautiful, but at holiday time, you want to give them as a gift, or you want to send them to someone. And the key to cookies is, if you're going to give them to someone, make sure they're going to hold up. So nothing with icing on it, nothing that's going to get soft, and if it, comes out of the refrigerator. So this pearl sugar ginger cookie, not only is it beautiful, it's so delicious.
Can I?
Yeah, you ready for a cookie?
Sure.
Please.
Pass them down.
What is this? This is a ginger.
It's a ginger cookie that you've covered in pearl sugar.
Which gives a little texture and
the
a little
crunch. Yeah, it's one of my favorite. No refrigeration required. You use a
my
cookie
God.
scoop, roll it in the pearl sugar. They're beautiful. They're flavorful. They're perfect for the season.
I love
For
it.
those who don't know what pearl sugar is, what is
Yes.
it and where? And
It's
is it readily available?
It is actually pretty available now. You can order it online, so any grocery delivery from Specialty or Amazon, they'll get it to you quickly. And if you don't have pearl sugar, you can roll the cookie dough in just granulated sugar or turbinado sugar. Just nice crunch
This
on
is
the
great
outside.
crunch. I love it.
is
Its
such
texture
good
and
crunch.
taste is fantastic. You ask the next question. I'm
I
gonna
had a mouthful of cookies. Okay, so this is for me like a hack because you're adding crunch, but you have actual legitimate hacks for making good cookies.
It's a few simple things.
Yeah.
You need to have a cookie scoop so you get even sized cookies. This is
It's
kind of
very
the, you don't
Is
just.
this Uncle Buzz?
There's,
Look at-
yes,
oh
there is my
gosh.
godson Elijah.
Hi, Elijah.
Isn't he
so
cute?
Adorable. Okay, so a cookie scoop.
Use a cookie scoop. It's going to give them even size. They're going to bake evenly in the oven, so you don't want some that are burned and some that are underbaked, so they all need to be the same size.
Okay, hold on before you get to the next one.
Yeah.
I find that the cookie scoop gets the dough in, and then I'm trying to get in there and make.
How
Do
does
you
it
have a
actually come
hack
out
for
so
the hack?
smoothly?
You know, if you give the cookie scoop a light spray of
Okay.
cooking spray, it puts a little nonstick there for you.
See?
Yeah.
That's all it
That
takes.
Wesleyan
It's
education
all
taught
it
me
takes.
everything except
Wow.
that.
You're like hitting it. It won't come out.
I am. I'm like,
Just a little oil of cookies.
okay, continue.
And then if the cookies aren't perfectly round,
This
because
one I
you have
like.
a child in the kitchen with you that, you're doing their thing, You can take a large round biscuit or pastry cutter, and when the cookie is hot out of the oven, you scoot it around and give it a little bit of a reshaping while it's still pretty soft out of the oven.
Did you do that with these?
Yes.
I like that.
Perfectly round.
That's perfectly round.
What do you say to people, though, you know, for me, because I like to cook, but baking is always, it feels like
like
it's
a
more of a science. You get one shot. You put it together and it's in and you're done. You know, when you're cooking on a stove, you can add along the way. You can't do that.
Cooking gives you the freedom to resolve it, right? So if something goes wrong, you put a little bit more, do something else.
Exactly.
In baking, we learn by pouring soda into a teaspoon. It is going to mess up.
Trial and error.
It may not work perfectly every time, but if you love it and you want to keep perfecting it, keep going. And I say use a scale. Every single recipe in this cookbook has
need a
weight.
scale. Do you have a scale?
I do not know. Actually, I do. My girlfriend has the scale. I didn't have the scale.
If I let both of you scoop flour right now, there would be different weights.
Right.
I'm sure.
Always.
I'm sure.
When you scoop the flour, do you hit it with like a fork to get air in it? Do you
The whisk. So once
Yeah.
once we have the flour in the bowl, I always whisk everything just to, break up any of the clumps, make sure the ingredients are
Right.
combining smoothly. But you don't need to sift.
Okay.
It's a little bit of an
Sifting is
outdated.
annoying.
I hate the sifting.
I don't like it either.
Let's talk about this beautiful book, though.
It's gorgeous.
Holiday cookies. What was the inspiration? I think I know. but-
The most popular time of the year to bake cookies. And, the flavors do lend themselves really from autumn all the way through winter
Yeah.
holidays. There's chocolate, there's spice, there's my grandfather's
Look
fruitcake
at Brian
cookies.
and his
Yes.
granddad.
Pictures in here, yeah.
And he made them every year for our family. And his recipe was not from scratch, so I re-engineered things for the
Okay.
book to have the recipe, and then a Linzer cookie,
Oh, I love the Linzer cookies.
jam.
I've never
sister-
seen him this excited.
No, my sister makes a great Linzer cookie.
Yeah.
Diane, you make a great Linzer cookie.
This
Gotta
is
make
it.
them this holiday.
I know it's like picking your favorite child. Give us your favorite cookie in here.
I'm going to say my grandfather's fruitcake cookie.
Yeah.
The sentimental part.
Sure.
That's what,
And
I
that is
think
part of it.
holidays and baking, and if there's sentimental value or memories, it just tastes better.
Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I love this book. This is a
I love this
delicious
cookie.
Thank you for making
Brian?
the book and visiting us.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Hope
You
to
got
see
to come
again
back
soon.
for the non-holiday cookies.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
cookies just for cookies.
More cookies, more cookies.
Exactly. Thank
He's
you.
come
so
a long
much.
way from being a flight attendant for Alaska Airlines.
We didn't even get
We
into
didn't
your
to
being
that
a
part, but-
flight attendant.
Next time we'll talk all about it.
That's fantastic.
Right, to purchase your copy of Holiday Cookies by Brian Hart Hoffman, visit bakefromscratch.com. Got
And
that right?
get
That's
do
right.
this. Do this
go.
one. It's fantastic. Still